Hello, everyone. Welcome back to I Am Imperfectly Perfect podcast. I am so excited to be back with you guys. I know you guys are coming in, and it's been quite some time. Last year, I probably be repeating myself throughout the podcast because I know when people come on, I want to make sure that everybody gets the updates, what's going on. And I'm just excited. It's been a year. It's been a year. I didn't expect the hiatus to be so long. However, it was necessary for the news that I will be sharing with you guys, which I'm very much excited to get to that. Um, but before I get to that, I just want to catch up with you guys with some things that you've been doing. I know for me, I've been working on some things. I just want to like skip over some stuff because I'm just so excited to just share it with you. But over this past year, God has really just been doing some great things in my life and working through me in ministry, at work, and just teaching me that I have to take some time off in order to be effective for where God is taking me. That's necessary. I mean, before this hiatus, I was coming before you guys every week, and for the past believe 5 years, I was coming to you guys every week. The exception of taking some breaks here and there. But this big news that I have for you guys required more of my time, required for me to turn down some projects, which you guys may not know. I am a graphic designer as well. So I had to focus on my project, which is hard at times, especially when you are used to serving. I don't know, people that are watching, if you are used to serving, it's hard when God is telling you to focus on you and you're just like, wait a minute, I'm used to helping everybody else, I'm used to supporting everybody else, but God is was telling me in this season it's about what I'm trying to do through you and for you. So that was difficult. So what I thought was going to be 3 months ended up turning into a year. But I'm excited to share with you guys some great news. As far as I Am Imperfectly Perfect, for those of you that are new to the platform, I Am Imperfectly Perfect started back in 2018. And actually, no, I'm so sorry. 2017. Oh, excuse me. 2017 is when it started. And it started for Christian singles to be able to have a platform where we can express ourselves, we can collaborate with one another. It's just, it wasn't too many places that you can go that would be supportive of and encouraging to the process of Christian singleness. And throughout that, God just started expanding it and having me to just teach on whatever He placed on my heart, just to empower people, that in spite of our imperfections, God perfects us and is able to use us through it all. So that's what this podcast is about. God gives me teachings on a weekly basis, concerning just things that we struggle with and that He wants to help us to get better at. Um, Hi. Hello on Instagram. Oh my gosh, guys, I feel like so new all over again because it's been so long, and please just be patient with me. Just getting back used to being live. I haven't really been going live or really posting much on social media as well. So just really getting used to the platforms and getting myself educated again and just the new things that the social media has to offer. One of the things I want to get into is the branding. Imperfectly Perfect, this podcast was called Imperfectly Perfect Live. And that was particularly because I was going live every week. But one of the things that changed is it's now called I Am Imperfectly Perfect Podcast, which does not limit me to just going live. That if there are going to be moments where this podcast is going to have seasons, so you'll see it, a video being posted probably weekly, but then it will be having a season off because there's some other things that God wants to do through me as well. So it won't always be every week, and maybe bi-weekly depending on what that series um, is that I'm going to be doing. Um, the branding has changed. I changed the logo. I'm excited about that. I had that same logo for about five plus, yeah, 5+ years now, and God gave me some creative ideas for that. Um, Going to be more um, relevant on YouTube, building up the YouTube audience. So please follow I Am Imperfectly Perfect on YouTube, and you'll be able to keep up with all of the new podcast episodes. I'm excited about that. Still will be available on Instagram, still will be available on Facebook. We are also available on all of your podcast channels, such as um, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and so many other channels, which that is available as well. So definitely excited to be able to get back to the grind and be able to share with you all the things that God has been dealing with me on. Um, as well, we're going to be starting a new series, which I can't reveal yet because I have to reveal one thing before I reveal that. And I'm trying not to get ahead of myself. However, I just want to hear back from you guys. Like, what's some things that you have been doing? Hey, Court, how are you? I just recently, let me just tell you this, and I'm sure Courtney would be okay with this. Courtney and I have known each other for a while, but just recently we met each other at my sister's book signing. She just had a book signing, which was July 8th. Her book is called Intimacy. If Kay is watching, hey girl, please buy her book. It is still available, and I believe it's $30 for the book. It's available on Amazon and all of your platforms. So it was a wonderful book signing, and I just can't believe that you can have some people that are supportive of what you're doing and all the things, and you never have met them. And but when we met, it was like, wow, I was just like so happy to finally meet her in person, and she's been following this platform for quite some time. So I'm excited about those great things. So other than that, I'm just gonna go right and jump into it because as you can see, it's only 10 minutes in, and I'm just trying to like hold my mule. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I just can't wait to share this news. So the main reason why I have been on hiatus is because, and I'm about to share my screen. I wrote my first book. I'm so excited. I wrote my first book, and it is called Mask Off, A Journey to Freedom. Mask Off, A Journey to Freedom. And it will be out on September 23rd, 2023. I'm so excited about this. God has dealt with me concerning this book for the past 3 years. I wrote Mask Off, A Journey to Freedom back in 2020, right thick in the pandemic. And my God, when I tell you, God was just, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate your encouragement. I have been holding this baby and been holding this baby like inside of me for so long. So it feels so good to finally reveal the news to everyone. There's some people that know, of course, but I'm excited to finally be able to share the news that my book is coming out on September 23rd, 2023. No more waiting. It's going to be out, and it's going to be available for pre-orders. Please look out for the link very soon, getting all the signage and everything ready to be able for you guys to be able to register. The registration is free. And if you want to do the pre-orders for the book, that will be available on Eventbrite as well. So look out for that link, which I will be posting very soon. And just more details. Some of the things I'm gonna share just a little bit so you guys can just get prepared. So number one, save the date. Let's start with that. Everybody go to your calendars. pull out your phones, whatever you got to do, write it down, save the date, September 23rd, 2023. It's going to be at 4 o'clock. I'll get the location and everything to you as soon as everything is ready, flyers and everything are ready. Also, get your gowns ready, your tux ready, because it's going to be a ball. So definitely get that prepared, whatever you got to do. So those are two things: save the date, get your outfit ready, and get prepared to come. Also get prepared to purchase the book. The book is $15, which will be available as soon as the link is ready. And books will be also sold on that day as well. So I'm excited, but this is going to be a mask off ball. It's going to be a mask off ball. And which leads to my next announcement is that on the podcast, I'll be doing a mask off series just to give you some more insight on what the book is about, give you some insight on where God is taking, is going to take you at the journey that I went through with the book, and where God is going to take you, because I experienced the journey, and now it's time for you guys to experience the journey to freedom as well. So it's not going to be your ordinary book signing. It's not going to be just, oh, y'all sitting pretty. Listen, you're going to be wearing a gown, but guess what? It's going to be life changing, and just the experience that we have together. Hey, sissy, the experience that we have together is going to be amazing. So I'm excited to be able to have this great event on September 23rd. Um, Please get your gowns ready. It is going to be amazing. One of the things that God has been dealing with me on as far as this series is that there's some things that we've been hiding behind. There's some things that we have been compromising on as believers. And when I say believers, I'm talking about believing in Jesus Christ, that He is Lord and Savior of our lives. And when you are a believer, God upholds you to a certain standard. It's a certain standard that He upholds you to. And we cannot compromise. We can't compromise on it. And what God has been is been really troubling my spirit, that I see so many of us compromising God's standards. A lot of us have been mixing doctrines. A lot of people have not been following what the Word of God says, and it's not saying that that any of us are perfect. Hence, I am imperfectly perfect, because I'm definitely not perfect. However, God has really been sharing with me some things that I need to expose. Some of the topics that I can say here: astrology exposed. I'm not going to get too much into it because you got to wait. There, we're going to be talking about imposter syndrome. We're going to be exposing these things, so um, we have to be ready for it. We have to be ready to that God is not playing with us. It's been so many things that God has allowed us to do, but He's shedding light on it. And I know there's some people that's not going to agree or not even want to like what God is going to say through me, but I'm His willing vessel, and I'm going to say it. Why? Because if God gives me something to say, I have to be obedient. So I'm very much excited about sharing that with you guys as well. So for all of you those that are just tuning in, because I know I said I was going to have to repeat some things. For those just tuning in, we are back. This podcast is back, and for this image is only. I know Instagram, you guys can see the image. I'm sorry, Instagram, you guys need to get with it, because Facebook and YouTube, I'm able to share certain things, share images with the platform that I use. But however, my Instagram followers, you can go on YouTube. I am imperfectly perfect. I'll be having this particular video uploaded so that you can see all of the images and be able to see it for yourself later on. And those of you just tuning in, my book is going to be on sale on September 23rd. It's going to be a book signing event. It's called Mask Off Ball. Get your black. It's a black tie event, meaning that expected to dress up. Masks will be available. So it's a mask off event. I'm not gonna give too much to you because you're like, oh, it's a masquerade ball. Mm, kind of, sort of, but it's a mask off. So we're going to be taking off the mask. We're not going to be keeping the mask on. We're going to be taking off the mask. And if you continue to follow me throughout the mask off series, you're going to understand why we're taking off the mask and why we're not keeping it on. I don't really me personally agree with masquerade balls because of the background. That's something I'll get into as well to explain to you why we're taking off the mask and not keeping it on. So be aware of that as well. Thank you, Sissy. Be aware of that as well. So make sure you look out for the Eventbrite link that will be coming out soon, so that you can go on. The registration to come is free. The seats are limited. I will say that the seats are limited. So when the link goes out, do not hesitate to register because when the tickets are going, they're going. Like, so it's a very much an exclusive event, but I really would want all of you guys to be there. But this type of event is going to be more intimate. So please, when the link goes out, please make sure, which is be going out no later than a week. So 1 week from now, you will definitely see the link going out. So make sure and you follow the social media. Facebook, we are I am imperfectly perfect on Facebook. On Instagram, I'm posting in all the social media, so nobody has any excuse that they didn't see anything. On Instagram, we are I underscore am underscore imperfectly perfect. So you can see it on there, on Facebook, YouTube. I'm going to make sure that when the link goes out, every time that this podcast goes forth live, the link is going to be available for you to see. So there is no excuse why you can't get the book, why you couldn't, register for the event. The book is $15. That's nothing, you guys. For the amount of stuff that is going to be in the book, like that, $15 is nothing. You spend more than that on food. And I'm not just saying it because it's my book, but could have very well charged more for it. But that was the set price that God had for me because it's not about me. It's bigger than me. Yes, I'm the author, but the deliverance and the healing that is going to come from what I shared in my book, it's going to be well worth the money plus more. So definitely, I'm excited about you guys getting the book in your hands, and I'm just so overjoyed. Like, guys, it's been a year, and if you knew what I experienced in this past year, just the heartache, the spiritual warfare, just coming before you and announcing this right now, I'm overjoyed because things got pushed back and just so much just took place because the impact that this book is going to make, the enemy doesn't want it to be birthed. But guess what? It's out here now, and there's nothing that he can do or say about it. So I'm excited about that. Make sure I'm not going to be before you guys too much longer because this was really what this was about. This was just a breakout, get back out there, see what you guys have been up to. I've seen some of you guys in person. But it's been a minute, and if you want to post some things that you've been doing, I just really just wanted to catch up with y'all because I really have not even been on social media over this past year like that. Hey Melissa, how are you? Let's just talk to some people. Hey Melissa, I talked to Court, I talked to my sissy on Instagram. Turn up Tommy. Hey Tamika, how are you? What have you guys been doing over the year? Do you have any projects coming up, or are you going to school? Did you buy a house? I mean, it's just so many people just doing so many great things, and I'm just excited about what God has not only been doing through me, but doing through my circle. My sister Kat, she just came out with a book July 8th. I'm excited for how God has been moving through her book. My sister Keita is coming out with her book in December. So it's just so many great things that is happening. And hey, it's my time to get this baby out, and I'm so excited to be able to share this experience and just this great news with you guys. Um, Make sure again that you follow our social media platform on Facebook. I am imperfectly perfect. Instagram, I underscore am underscore imperfectly perfect. And on YouTube, it's going to be I am imperfectly perfect podcast. That's what it's going to be on there. So look out for those things. Stay tuned. Next week, I will be back. I will be back at 6 p.m. next Tuesday. So I'm excited to start this Mask Off series. I hope you are excited to hear what God has given me to share with you guys. Make sure you share this video, share the information, share the news. Look out for the link because it will be available a week away. And you guys have to make sure that you get the tickets because the seats are limited. The books are not limited. You can buy as many books as you want. You can buy 5 and sow a seed into somebody else. But as far as the book signing event itself, the seats are limited. So make sure that you look out for that link as well. All right, guys. I love you so much. It was so good to be able to catch up with you. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Until next time on I Am Imperfectly Perfect podcast, I will see you guys later. Bye.